Well, hello and welcome to Topics for 10 for the living of these days. Be the Change edition. Something just contemplating today, a topic. And we've heard that saying, be the change you wish to see in the world. And it has been, in some circles, attributed to Mahatma Gandhi. But actually, he didn't say those exact words. What Gandhi said, taken from his writings, which echo that. He said, "We but mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As a person changes her own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards her. This is the divine mystery supreme. A wonderful thing it is, and the source of our happiness. We need not wait to see what others do." Mahatma Gandhi. So being the change that you want to see in the world has kind of an encapsulation in those words of his. But when he says we mirror the world, and all the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. And so Gandhi was trying to say that in order to make effective change in this world, we must first alter our personal nature. When we do that, the world is a whole new place for us to make change with our new perspective. We have the power to interpret the world. So it's either you allow the world to define you, define your feelings, your identity, and who you are, or you allow that identity to emerge from within you. If you're created in the image of God and not in the image of this world, then that change is evident and there waiting. For you to be the change that you wish to see in the world, it begins with you and begins with me. Paul writes in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, "For though I am free with respect to all, I have made myself a slave to all, so that I may win more of them. To the Jews I became a Jew in order to win the Jews. To those under the law I became as one under the law, though I myself am not under the law, so that I might win those under the law. To those outside of the law I became as one outside of the law, so that I might win those outside of the law. To the weak I became weak, so that I may win the weak. I have become all things to all people, that I might by all means save some. I do it all for the sake of the gospel, so that I may share in its blessings." Again, we can respond to the world around us and to our brothers and sisters and siblings by allowing ourselves to respond to suffering and to pain in this world, and find ways of finding solidarity with that within ourselves, to feel, to empathize. This is, in my mind, an empathic response to those around us. So all change you wish to see in others and the world begins with you. You be the change. You let your life speak, as Parker Palmer writes. You are what you eat. You are what you think. You are what you believe. You have a choice. I remember Leo Biscaglia, I think, is a self-help guru back in the day, who said, "If you're happy, tell your face. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in your neighbor. If you can learn a simple trick." I love this quote. Again, Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. If you can learn a simple trick, Scout, as he's speaking to his daughter, you'll get along a lot better with all kinds of folks. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. until you climb inside his skin and walk around in it. Marcus Aurelius writes in his Meditations, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Again, paying attention to others in our world and how we judge and how we allow the world to conform us in our feelings. Maya Angelou writes, I think we all have empathy. We may not have enough courage to display it. The full idiom is to walk a mile in another person's shoes, to practice empathy. So, we judge softly. Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount, do not judge so that you may not be judged. With the judgment you will be judged. That the judgment that you make, you will be judged. And the measure you give will be the measure you get. Why do you see the speck in your neighbor's eye, but do not notice the log in your own eye? So, to be the change that you want to see in the world begins with your own conversion, your own transformation, your own repentance. Changing this world is an inside-out proposition. Let your own life speak and let your example and discipline shine forth. If you want to end poverty, then live your life out of that desire and let your life speak. If you want to save this planet, then live and let your life speak to that change. If you want to end systemic racism, then you need to embody that anti-racism in every fiber of your being and let that transformation transform you to then transform the world. And if you want more love in this world, more kindness, more hope, then embody all of this in your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. Be the change. Cultivate in your own life in simple and profound ways. Let your life speak. So, till we meet again, my friends, peace